see here. Hello, everybody. Wednesday night, finally. Hope everybody's having a good night. Quiet around here. See, True came in. True Q. Hope you're having a good night. What's everybody up to tonight? It's been a crazy day here. Exciting. See how long it takes YouTube to throw out my notifications to stay up live. Definitely ready for this week to be over. Ready for football this weekend. Oh, you see, hello, whoever came in. Hi, Sissy. It's just been a day. I'll call you. You know, one of those days. You notice how quiet my house is? That might explain something. So, don't help that I'm sick. I've got a cold. The weather sucks. The weather completely sucks. Surprisingly enough, there's no snow though. So can't complain about that. So, how are you tonight? Doing anything fun? I wonder where Minty is. Got any plans for the weekend, sis? Hi, Trick You. How are you? I'm okay. Don't feel the best, but I'm okay. That's good. How are the puppies? Oh, I bet you. They're always good at causing chaos. That's the best part about puppies. Definitely a handful. Puppies and babies. Really? Okay. Not bad. Yeah, that's a bonus. Just make sure it's nothing they can eat and get sick from. Need to get yourself a little goat for that. Those are the best little gardeners ever. Never have to mow again. So, yeah, puppies are the best. Yeah, for sure. Like, why not? Nature's lawnmower, you know? Excuse me. I've definitely got a cold. Yeah, that figures. That's how it is most places. It would be the best, though, you know? Like, rent a goat. I'd call the city and be like, I know I can't have a goat, but could I run a goat for a couple days? Cheaper than a lawnmower. Hi, Minty. Oh, goodness. We're talking about how goats make good lawnmowers. No, I think she left. I'm not sure. She usually pops in and then pops out. Because I told her I'd call her after the stream. So, you know how that goes. But yeah, like rent a goat would be cool. Even though you can't have them in your neighbor, like keep them as a pet or whatever. I know cities that actually do that here in Michigan. Hi, West. How are you? Like, no, not really. Maybe for like 10 or 15 minutes. And then, thank you, Trick You, for sharing that. Um, and then I got off the phone and kind of crashed. So, awesome. That's great to hear. Hi, Ellen. How are you? It is, thank you. But yeah. Yeah, she really didn't keep me on the phone last night that long. Probably won't stay on the phone tonight that long either, but I figured I'd fill her in on what happened earlier. So, you know. Yes, it's Minty West. I tell you, Minty, you got too many screen names. It can get confusing sometimes. Now we figured it out. It makes a difference when you know who you're talking to, huh? My goodness. Yeah, but if you come in under your mint chocolate chip screen name, nobody's gonna know who the hell you are. Like, you come in under that screen name and I call you Minty and they're gonna go, who in the hell's that? You're gonna have to go, I'm Richard. Everybody be confused. That's too funny. It threw me off at first, though, too, when I first met you. Because when I first met you, I met you under the mint chocolate chip name. Gotta find my phone charger, but I got you up on my computer in case my phone dies. Awesome. Thank you, True Q. Tell my battle I said hi. Um, but yeah, when I first met you, I met you under your mint name. And then when you came into Sketches the first time, you came under Richard. I had no idea, oh thank you, who you were. So you completely threw me off there. That's probably why I didn't talk to you under Richard for the longest time, because I had no clue who you were. So it is really confusing, but now I get it, so it's not so confusing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, True Q. Working on it. It's actually not that cool here tonight. Not as cold as it has been. It's in the 40s. Yeah, that's right. I definitely know who you are, Mitzi. What are you having for dinner? Yeah, probably not, but I could still ask. Oh my god. Okay, so I probably shouldn't have asked. But hey, to each their own. You have at it. You do you, my guy. You do you. Yeah, you did. You definitely did. That's why I just showed up, because I asked for it. That was on me. That's great. I'm glad it does, but nope. No, thank you. I'll take your word for it. Yikes. gears. That would be a number one on the list of things I'll never try. That'd be kind of like Eric and his mushy peas times 10. Oh, that's terrible. My goodness. But then again, I've heard of people eating a lot weirder things, so, you know. Everybody has their thing, I guess. Just not me. But I'm sure it is very healthy. It sounds healthy anyway. So, I'm still trying to think about eating Thanksgiving dinner. And you come out with that? No, I haven't. Hi, Regis. I hope I said that right. I'm really bad with names. How are you? No, I haven't. I haven't had a chance to. It's been kind of a crazy day. You know how that is. So, I'll find something to eat before I go to bed. Or I'll eat tomorrow. You know. Somebody's outside. They started putting the new playground up. And I'm trying to figure out why they're putting up another wooden playground when the kids tore the other one up so bad. You would have thought they would have wanted to put something more durable up. But I guess. But they did move it. They're putting it over closer to the storage area. And it's not going to be right in front of my porch anymore, so I'm happy about that. Makes things a lot easier. I'll be able to sit outside and do my lives without kids running around like right in front of my porch. So, yes, very much so on Friday. I can't wait. Going bonkers. It's too quiet right now. Like entirely too quiet. Hi Gustavo, how are you? No, just 2 days. Well, it'll be technically Saturday morning by the time they get home. About probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, but still close enough. You know. You know what, Minty, let me fix this. And you're managing mod now, and you're the only one I have, so... English, please, Gustavo. Just because I know the language doesn't mean I'm going to reply. I just think it's appropriate that everybody know what you're saying. Sorry. Not trying to be rude, but... Yeah, I mean, I understand it, but I feel like everybody in my chat speaks English. And if nobody in my chat understands what anybody's saying, I'm not going to understand, or I'm not going to answer something that nobody else understands. That's why I ask everybody else in my chat to speak English. Just because I've been places, understand other languages, and study things doesn't mean everybody else has. It's just respectful. Just respectful, not disrespectful. Well, oh, she's doing better. Yeah. Like I said, she was on the phone when all that stuff happened earlier. So, yeah, she's good. Yeah. I'm the one who got sick, so. Cheyenne didn't even get sick. The baby got me sick, so. No. No, I know I won't. But I'm used to it, so it's good. I noticed that Moonlight girl didn't want to come in here and say anything after our discussion. Although she did invite herself. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But it's good. Like, no, it's good. Yeah, no, it's good. I just wanted them to know that I said hi. Yeah, I dropped in a stream earlier and left a like. So, Alright, thanks. So. Yep. I dropped in a stream earlier and left a like. And it's why it's the bots kicking field goal stream. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I was gonna leave a comment saying because it's better than kicking people. I was having a pretty shitty day, so it would have been a fitting comment, but hey. Thought I'd watch my P's and Q's and just left a like and dipped out. When is it not lousy weather there, Minty? It only surprises me when you tell me it's sunny there. You're like, I'm going to skate, it's sunny. That surprises me. And I said it right that time because I didn't say skating, so... We still doing our live Friday anyway? If I have a voice and can still talk. The same here too, Trick You. It's the same exact way here too. Yes, that's right, damn it, I do want a medal. And I want a cookie too while you're at it. Yeah, mine either. As you could tell. I want a medal and a cookie and a ribbon. I said it right. Dang it. You asked. My goodness. Yeah, and I'll take a cake for True Q too. And I need 2 dog biscuits too. Okay, that'll work. I'll accept that. If that's what you got, I'll take it. Hey, Poppin', how are ya? Cheers. You're too much, Minty. You're too much. Pippin? Close. Holy cow. This has got to be amusing. Like, absolutely amusing. I've been on for less than a half an hour and hit 105 views, so somebody's got to be laughing at me somewhere. Like, yeah. It's your fault, Minty. I blame it on you. The hell? You want a ribbon? Yes, I do. You get after me every time I say skating. That's not skating. Well, if you want the technical term here in America, it's skateboarding. So, either way, you're going to break your neck doing it one of these days. I used to rollerblade. Till I broke my ankle. Then I decided that was a bad idea. My goodness. Yeah, I'll give you that. But skating in a way. Anything with wheels is skating. For sure. It just, if it rolls, it rolls. Whatever. Except for bikes, obviously. And things with engines. I mean, come on. A car is not skating. Unless it's a Ford Festiva. Then I just call that a freaking roller skate with an engine. Because, like, you're not fitting anything in it. My father-in-law looked like a gorilla. Like, they had that old, what was it, Manila Gorilla cartoon when I was growing up. And he looked exactly like that when that gorilla was in that little clown car. That's what he looked like driving this little red Ford Festiva down the road. I've got a video of it somewhere. I'll have to find it and post it. He passed away. Oh, 20, I don't even know. I guess 2010, 2009 or 2010. Oh, he was a huge man. He was like, it was so funny because he would get in this car and he was so tall that he would be hunched over and he literally looked like a big old gorilla in this tiny little clown car. And we would laugh our asses off every time we see him coming down the road because it was just too hard to not notice him. And I swear sometimes the neighbors would come outside just to watch him drive down the road and laugh. It was hilarious. My granddad was 7 foot tall and 82. When he passed away, he had a heart attack. He was a 5-star Army general. Yeah, he was a very big man. He was a man not to be reckoned with, too, I can tell you that. Did not mess with my granddad. No, thank you. Yes, ma'am, I did say 7 foot tall. My brother, my little big brothers, the oldest of the two is 6'11", and the youngest of the two is 6'9". Oh, that's not good. Sorry to hear that, Minty. Yeah, my granddad was a very big man. Yeah. He was so big, they had to redo the doors and the ceilings in the house, and even though they redid them, he still had to duck when he walked through the door frames. Whoa. My brother has size, I don't know if he has size 16 or size 18 feet. Anyways, he wears clown shoes. That's what I call them. I call both my brothers my little big brothers because they're my baby brothers, but they both tower over me. Like, they're huge. Like, huge, huge, huge. So, yeah. They do. They really do look weird. Like, I wear a size 6, and my mom wears a size 8. No, she wears a size 9. And I don't know how she tries to mistake my shoes for her shoes because there's just no way. Like, there's a huge size difference there. And she'll still try to put on my shoe. I'm like, Mom, like, obviously that's not going to fit your foot. Yeah, exactly, like canoes meant to. They're huge. You would think so. Give them a damn paddle and watch them go. That's terrible. You should have seen a baby walking around in my combat boots yesterday. He put them on, and they went all the way up to his little diaper. It was hilarious. He was actually moving, though. He got big feet. He was making tracks. Like, I was surprised you could actually move in them. They're heavy. I was like, hey, kid, you can go. And then he fell over. I was like, yeah, didn't think you were going to make it far. Then he got up and tried again. So, gave him credit for the effort. That's hilarious. It is funny. It's like, you got an A for effort. It's like, I don't know how far you're going to get in them, but hey. Then he took them off and carried them around. Yeah, I think it's just a fun challenge of trying to walk around in them. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just the experience. I don't know. He was laughing his little butt off, though. He thought it was the greatest thing ever. I told him, hey, get off them boots. And he was cracking up. Uh, Cheers, sonified CO. Hey, son, how are you doing? Cheers. But yeah, it was super cute. He was definitely tromping around in my boots. He thought he was a big bad. He was trying to be. I got a cold. Hold on, I got. Okay, sorry. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah, he is definitely too big for his britches, that kid. I wish I'd stop dropping stuff tonight. That's good. Don't want to know about it though. Yuck. Hey, Brooke. How are you? I know, Tricue. Seems like try to move one thing and 20 things fall all at once. So, that's just how it's going today. This thing does not want to hit it. It's pissing me off. I don't want to know, Mincy. Just, yeah, keep up. Oh. Yeah, no more. Please, no more. I would love that, son. That would be awesome. Hi, Nightmare. How are you? Did you get that picture I sent you? Awesome, Brooke. Me and this thing are gonna fight. Okay. This one's... Yep, that's how I am too, Tricue. Alright, Nightmare. I just go back to the one that I know that works. Not too bad. Yeah, I did, Minty. Could you guess why? I give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. And that's not being sarcastic. Yeah. The Pepsi. Honestly, I'd rather have my burners than the Pepsi. Everybody's like, what's burners? It's ginger ale. It's a ginger ale that's only made... I didn't... Hold on. I don't know where you... I'm not sure. Where am I looking to see if you were... Yeah. Yeah, you were right. I just didn't see your answer at first. Yeah, you were right. So... Awesome. Awesome. That should take care of it. You should be good now. So, actually, yeah, you are. Yeah, you're fine. So, oh, that ain't bad. It's more expensive here. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Yeah, yeah, 'cause it definitely wasn't safe. At all. Yep, yep, that's what you needed to do. I don't know what this kid did to my computer, but it's a little bit aggravating because he's got everything off center on my screen, and it's driving me nuts. First off, he's got everything like blown up on my zoomed in. She let him stand on my computer. And I'm not quite sure how to fix it. Oh, wait, maybe I just did. Sorry. My stuff is all messed up right now. Well, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Yeah, I'm sure you're excited for that. So, yeah, that's always good. Definitely can't beat the weed guy coming back. They're supposed to come by tomorrow and change the air filters and check the furnace. It's an inspection they do every year. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, I always hate it when it gets low like that. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna go over to mom's. I don't know if I'm gonna go tomorrow or if I'm gonna go this weekend. I don't know. I'm a live stream over there when I go. So if the dogs won't knock over the camera, her dogs are beasts. Yeah, it'll be funny. I can't take my animals over there. Her dogs are, they're spoiled. She has 2 boxers and 3 cats. She has 2 brindle boxers. Their names are Max and Maggie. They're not good with other dogs, so, and they're just crazy. Max is a whiner. He thinks he has to whine all the time. And Maggie's just Maggie. She's pretty, but she's got an attitude. So, like, they wouldn't hurt a fly, but the way they act, you'd think they would kill you. They got big mouths. It was so funny. Like, I got a package from the FedEx man. Well, I would order from FedEx, and I was staying at my mom's, and the same FedEx guy would come, and the dogs would always just like run to the fence and bark at him. Tyson and Ollie, but that's good names. But like the dogs would run to the fence and bark at him, and I'd have to come out, and like the guy he wouldn't come to the fence, and I'd have to tell him, they're all bark and no bite. So he finally came up to the fence one day, and it was so funny because my mom's biggest boxer is a boy, and once he figured out that the FedEx guy wasn't going to stop where he normally stopped, and he was still walking up towards the fence, he started yiping and ran towards the door as fast as he could, and both me and the FedEx guy started cracking up as hard as we could. And after that, a Great Dane called Tiny. Oh, that's cute. But after that, he would let the FedEx guy pet him. It was hilarious. Yeah, them dogs are definitely all bark and no bite. Now Maggie, she's a little, I wouldn't say she's all bark and no bite. She's a little more likely to snap at you. But Max, he's a big baby. I think Maggie's more likely to snap at you if she don't like you, though. I think she is more cautious around people than Max is. But Yorkie as named Tiny would make sense, though. I think they're Bane's age, so 8, if not older. No, they have to be about 7 or 8. They really are tiny. They're so cute, though. Yeah. Rocky. Yeah. I had a friend who had a Rottweiler named Rocky, too. It's actually a common name for Rottweilers for some reason. We named our Shih Tzu Gizmo because if you've ever seen the movie Gremlins, when you flipped him upside down, he looked like the little gremlin Gizmo. Yeah, that dog was a little terror, but I loved him to death. That dog got into everything. That's awesome. I love snakes. Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, I was like 14. Got a little Shih Tzu for Christmas. It was like maybe this big. Couldn't put it on the floor because we were afraid to step on it. And it looked exactly like that little gremlin, Gizmo. And that's what we named it. But if you laid it out on your hand and flipped it upside down, that's what it looked like. So, yeah, that dog got into everything. It was so much trouble. Yeah, but why wreck a good thing? I think that they try too hard and then they turn it woke. And then, yeah, that's just what they do. That's why nobody watches movies anymore. They try, they fail, it flops. You can't tell me the last time there was a movie that made any kind of hit in any theater in America. Because there isn't one. They try and they fail every single time. So, well, besides Stitch, I'll give him Stitch. Could have been better. But I love Stitch, so, um, besides that, yeah. Well, yeah, Trump has a right to sue PBC. Did you see what they did? They took two pieces of a speech he made and pinned them together like an hour apart of the same speech. And the only way. No. Okay, so what they did was took his words and made him say, "We're going to storm on January 6th." What they did was took his speech and instead of saying what he actually said, made him say, "We're going to go to the we're going to storm to the Capitol, and we're going to stand there, fight, fight, fight." When what he actually did was say, "We're going to go to the Capitol and we're going to storm there, and we're going to stand with our senators." And then, like 60 minutes later, he said the other part about the fighting. And what BBC did was took the beginning part of "we're gonna go there and storm the Capitol" and took the end part of the "fight, fight, fight" and stitched it together. And what he said was if they didn't pull it down and retract make it clear exactly what they did, that he would sue them. So they pulled it down. The the CEO and the president stepped down. But what nobody fails to mention is the CEO who put this out in the first place used to be the CEO of CNN, who is obviously biased against Trump because they're a left-wing media source from the United States in the first place. But they don't want to put that out in the news because, whoa, that would look bad because that obviously means that BBC is politically biased against Trump. But that can't be because BBC is so honest and they have no bias. So, like, they don't think that people pay attention. And, like, we do. We're not stupid. Like, January 6th was the biggest scam. Like, yeah, they do. They have plain history of it. It's not like the first time. And January 6th was the biggest blunder that has ever been made by the United States government. First off, Capitol Police are the ones who started the riot. Second of all, the bombings, the J6 bombings, were actually done by a female Capitol Police officer, and they caught her now. It was cartoonishly obvious. Like, excuse me, you see a Capitol Police officer in their gear break out a window of the federal building, and then when they're getting filmed doing it, you see them drop the board and then grab a citizen and pull him in front of them like they're doing something wrong. How stupid do you have to be? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I don't really know how your guys' government works that well. Like, at all. Is there? Yeah, no shit, True Q. That ain't no freaking lie at all. Oh, and don't you know the Democrats' latest crap? It was a Republican shutdown because the Republicans hold all three houses, and the Republicans refused to open the House. Or Republicans refused to open the government. Wait a second. There's only 54 seats in the Senate that Republicans hold. The filibuster says that we need 60 votes to keep the government open. Tells me if there's only 54 Republican seats, the rest belong to who? The Democrats. If all the Democrats are refusing to keep the government open, and only 53 Republicans are keeping the government, or voting to keep the government open, who's responsible for the government shutdown? Make it make sense. Because it sure is falling on the government, on the Republicans and Donald Trump at this point. It's definitely not. Not only that, trick you, but who doesn't get to go to work and get fucking paid for it while the rest of the country suffers? Like, what did I miss? Sorry, I missed what Nightmare said. Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, and they vote their own pay raise, and they vote whether or not they should get paid during a shutdown. Like, that's fair. Exactly. Who do they work for? It is insanity. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you can't go to work, but you know, ridiculous bullshit. But hey, why not? Should let the government run your life. That's what the Democrats are pulling for over here. Let the freaking government run your life. More government. Stupid Democrats. Oh, but they get big mad when you point out the obvious to them. Like Obamacare don't work, and it's drove the price of healthcare up so much that if you try to go to a doctor without insurance, it costs like $20,000 for a 5-minute visit. That's screwed up, Minty. I wouldn't. We pay for cable or whatever in our internet bill or whatever, but fuck that. You ain't gonna pay to feed me bullshit. Uh-uh. Well, guess what? Here in America, I've got my Second Amendment right. Buckle up, bitches. Force yourself in my house. Be like, knock knock, bitches. That's right. Not in my country, baby. Not in my country, not with my rights. Somebody be smoking something, they think they're gonna try that bullshit. Should probably consider that, New York. Well, they can force entry into my home if they want to. I'm just saying they're not going to leave it alive. Don't sound crazy to me. It just sounds like they have a death wish. Yeah. Yep. It's the way it should be, though. If you ain't got a right to protect yourself, what right do you have? I had a right to protect everybody else. I have a right to protect myself. What's good enough for all should be good enough for one. Yeah, it's a good idea, Chukyu. It's fun. Yep, I know, Minty. That's the way it should be, a Nightmare, but I know you guys don't have a right to carry arms, so it don't work that way in your government. I like the U.S. government to, well, it doesn't work that way exactly in our government either because felons here don't have a right to have firearms. Um, which I agree with in some circumstances, but in some cases, I don't think nonviolent offenders shouldn't be allowed to carry. Like violent offenders, I think absolutely shouldn't be allowed to have firearms, shouldn't be allowed to carry. Um, I'm sure you will, True Q. Yeah, but that's not going to work because somebody that don't follow the law and has a gun is you don't bring a gun or a knife to a gun fight. Exactly, that's what I just said to him. You don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Hi, Alex. How are you? Um, but yeah, that's just it. What you gonna do if you come across a criminal and they've got the gun? The government shouldn't be allowed to take away your right to bear arms, but in your case, they did. And criminals don't care about whether the government says you can't have. I'm okay. Criminals don't care what the government says you can and can't have. If they want it, they're gonna have it anyway. So it's like, yeah, it's cool you have sharp things, but sharp things ain't gonna do shit against, you know, a 9 millimeter or anything like that. Yep, exactly. Because that's where they can get the most profit from them. That's just the fact of it. Exactly. That's why they're criminals, because they give zero fucks. Like, they're just out there to get theirs. But the fact is here that the citizens out of probably out arm most of the government, sadly. And most of us are conservative. That's why I laugh every time the left starts to screw around and say they want a civil war. Because all they believe in is defunding cops and taking away our Second Amendment right, which tells you they obviously don't own very many weapons. And the ones that do don't know how to use them because they miss 9 out of 10 times. Started shooting a crossbow. Noise disturbance? Over a noise disturbance? Are you kidding me? What kind of crap is that? Like, Make that one make sense. People are so butthurt over the stupidest shit. Are you kidding me? Oh, he got too loud. Let me shoot him now. Like, seriously. Ridiculous. It's like me telling that girl, if you post something on YouTube, it's not private. You make it everybody's business because you're posting it public. And her telling me that's rude. No, ma'am, that's not rude. It's common sense. Yeah, but still, it's noise. It's not worth shooting somebody over by any means. I wish people, before they did stuff, thought about the consequences and then thought about the consequences times 10. Because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what I said to. She's like, it was common sense and critical thinking should be full class. Well, you know what I was going to tell her. Because, like, she thought she was going to invite herself in here. Yeah, I get your nightmare. She thought she was going to invite herself in here because she was like, how about I come in here, come into yours, how about I come on your channel and be rude? I was like, honey, I'll be live at 6. You're more than welcome to come in here. I was just going to call it Logics 101. Because how logical is it to go onto a public forum? And the whole post was somebody made a death threat to her on Tumblr. And she wanted to come on here and say so and so made a death threat to me on Tumblr and something else. And I was like, why would you post this here instead of like calling somebody or something? That's what I say all the time, Alex. That is my favorite saying. Common sense ain't common. It doesn't exist anymore. I was like, no, what I said to her is, because she was like, somebody made a death threat to me on Tumblr and such and such. And I was like, yeah, you choose to keep the app and post on here instead of doing something about it. And I was like, this is going to do no good. I don't see the logic behind this. And she was like, she was like, this is private. Nobody asked your opinion or something like that. I was like, wait a minute. You're posting this on a public, this is YouTube. It's not private. When you put a post on your wall, it's public, you know? And like, and she's like, you're rude. And I'm like, I'm not rude. It's logical. If you post, you make it everybody's business. She told me it was none of my business, but when you post, it is everybody's business. You know, I seen that, Mincy. It's stupid. Hi, Keith. How are you? But yeah, no, make it make sense. How is it rude that if you're going to post something on a public forum, sorry to hear that, Keith, that it's not everybody's business, though. Like, really? Okay. I got it. Didn't have any luck with your aunt's stuff, I'm taking it, or your uncle's stuff? Yeah, that's for sure, Alex. Sorry about that. That really stinks. Had that problem yesterday, too. Exactly, Keith. That's what I'm saying. No, I got what you were saying, Minty. There you go, True Q. That's a good one. Yeah, it was a pretty bad typo, but I knew what he meant. He just forgot the T. His thought. Because it happened like twice yesterday, too. We asked the same question at like the same exact time. Yeah, it really is. I'm just happy I slow down and look at mine before I freaking send it now. Cheers. No, my autocorrect be getting me in some mad trouble sometimes. I was writing something the other day and I went to send it and Cheyenne had to stop me. She's, Aunt Jessie, wait. I was like, what? She's like, look. I looked down and yeah, it was definitely the wrong word. So, the quiet is so nice. Not used to it, but it's nice. That I don't have a monkey hanging off of me. No, that's facts, True Q. Oh no. Yeah. Minty, that would be confusing. No. Yeah. No. Autocorrect definitely sucks. Yeah, Alex, I do that too. You know, you could come in here and, yeah, AI sucks. You know, you could come in here and talk, Keith. So, AI definitely sucks. I swear my autocorrect's out to make its own language up for me. Like, it's definitely out to get me. My goodness. So... But, alright, yeah. Yeah, Keith definitely was good talking yesterday. That's good. We're glad you could talk to us here. Oh, I get that. I know what you were going for. Yeah, no, that would be an autocorrect classic all by itself. Like, no doubt you weren't going for that. That's an autocorrect sabotage. So, and then I'll go from typing like on my phone where it's got autocorrect to typing on my computer, and then I look even freaking stupider. I'm like, I give up. I quit. So, but okay, guys, I'm gonna get off for the night, and I will be back with Minty on Friday at 6. So, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you then. All right, later, guys.